You now tuned in to the Gumptown Podcast. I'm your boy Doug B. We ain't got nothing to talk about, but we got something to talk about. Let's go. Good people. Welcome back to the Gumptown Podcast, episode 44. I'm your boy Doug B. If you tuned in to this podcast, thank you for your time and your attention. I really appreciate you giving this podcast a shot. Before we bring on today's guest, we got something to talk about, good people. We back for another edition of Support You on Sunday. All right. Huge shout out to The Plug. They have a big event coming up in October. In fact, October 28th, the weekend of Magic City Classic. It's going to be the Rise of the Sneaker Culture event. For all you sneakerheads out there, come on out there and get you some kicks. Cop you some full 100% authentic kicks. Gumptown Podcast is one of many sponsors for this event. So, you know, we're going to be there. Make sure y'all pull up and support the bros. It's going to be a huge event. And I'll be sure to announce it again and promote it even more on the page and as well on the podcast. All right. That's all we got to talk about, good people. On with today's show. Today's guest, he is the founder and owner of 3TA Academy. I'm looking forward to this conversation, and I'm sure you all will be inspired by his story. Let's give a warm Gumptown round of applause for Mario Lane. Mario, how's it going, man?
Everything going good, brother. How are you, man?
Man, that's good to hear. All is well on my end as well. First things first, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to chop it up with me a few minutes. I really appreciate it.
Man, most definitely, man. I really appreciate the opportunity, man. I really appreciate you as well, brother.
Yes, sir. Of course, we're here to talk about 3TA Academy, but before we go there, let's get to know the man behind the brand. What's your story?
Yes, sir, man. Hey, once again, man, my name is Mario Lane from Montgomery, Alabama. Went to Carver High School, graduated in 2003. Man, you know, I grew up in the city, man. I played Pee Wee football for Smiley Court. So, you know, I'm known around Montgomery as a football guy, man. I supposed to sign with Alabama out of high school, but I ended up signing with Alabama State University. Played 2 years there, defensive end, started as a true freshman, won a SWAC championship. Actually, the last team to win a SWAC championship in football over there at Alabama State, 2004. Shout out to the champs, man. But, man, that's me, man. Born and raised in Montgomery, man, the heart of Montgomery, brother.
Yes, sir. Much respect to you, man, and your journey and just how you ended up playing for the home team and ended up working out. Got you a SWAC championship out the deal.
Yeah, man. I actually, like I said, played 2 years there at Alabama State University, man. Came in with Tavares Jackson, one of my close friends, man, Keldrick Williams. Tavares transferred back from Arkansas at the time, and Keldrick was coming back from Tennessee behind Jamal Lewis. Like I said, I signed with Alabama, man. I committed to Alabama my junior year in high school, but the coach that recruited me, Dennis Franchione, he got fired. So, hey, man, looking up to Tavares and those guys, man, I committed and went to Alabama State. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the best decisions I ever did, man, because it taught me a lot about life and a lot about the game of football, man. So, shouts out to Alabama State, man. Shouts out to L.C. Cole and Mike Cole for giving me the opportunity to even play in the SWAC, man. But it was a great deal. I ended up playing 2 years there. I ended up going to Morehouse College, playing up under Rich Freeman. He was on the staff with L.C. Cole the time before they split up and went their separate ways. He gave me a scholarship to Morehouse College. It was a blessing and an opportunity, man, to get a second chance to go play for a prestigious black college, which is Morehouse. Great opportunity, met some great people. You know, got a chance to play, got a chance to go to the NFL, but not for long. But, you know, God's plan is always bigger, man. That's why I got into the training business and got into the coaching business so I can help these young men out around the world.
Yes, sir. And that pivots, man. And shout out to you, man, for always being able to just readjust. And like you said, man, God's plan is bigger than ours, man. We have these great ideas, we have these thoughts, man. I'm going to go here, I'll make it to the NFL, and sometimes things work out in our favor. We just don't know it at the time. It don't make sense when we're going through it, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Yes, sir. So let's transition over into 3TA, man. Let's get to know a little bit about what you got going on over there, and then what exactly does 3TA. Well, let's start with this. What does 3TA stand for, and what inspired the name?
Gotcha, man. Well, 3TA, man, is Training Trenches Techniques Academy. Which, man, it basically started out with the trenches, bro. It started out with the trenches, man. Because a lot of the big guys don't get no training. You know, it's all about the skill guys, the quarterback, the running back, the receivers. But the most important thing is those big guys, man, that up front. Without no good O-line, you can't run the ball, you can't pass the ball. Without a good D-line, you can't stop the run, you can't get no sacks. So what inspired the name was, before I started the business, man, my close friend Tavares passed away. So in my logo, man, as you can see, man, the 3 is turned to like a 7 almost, represent Tavares, man, for just giving me the opportunity to even be able to help these kids, man. Started out in Montgomery 2 years ago, during the pandemic. It was during the pandemic, man. I was sitting at home, me and my wife was talking, having a conversation. She always was like, baby, coaching bring you so much stress. I think you should start just training kids. So I thought about it, man, during the pandemic. So one day I just called up a group of guys, and we used to meet out there at AUM behind the hospital in the field out there. So it just started. I was coaching at Carver at the time, so I got a couple of my D linemen that I was coaching. I said, man, come on here, let's get some work. And man, before you know it, man, I started out with 3 guys, 4 or 5 guys, and then when you look around, you got 20, 30 guys out there in the field training. Like I said, man, like 3TA, man, it's a lifestyle too. It's a lifestyle, man. It's bigger than football with 3TA, man. It's a brand, it's a family, it's a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Teaching these young men how to be great men on and off the field. It's like I said, man, it's just dedicated to the trenches, man. Because like I said, the trenches don't get as much respect as we should. So like I said, as I started training kids, man, it blew up. So I went and made it my business. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand, man. It's a lifestyle. Just helping these men get to the next level of football, teaching them the game, teaching them how to play the game, how to love the game, and most important, techniques. I tell kids all the time, man, you can have all the talent in the world. But if you're going against a guy that's got knowing what he's doing and got good techniques, you're gonna lose. So that's why I preach on about techniques with 3TA, man.
Man, I love to hear that, brother. You over there making things happen with 3TA, and like the most important thing, well, back to the logo. I didn't even notice that, but that's so dope how you continue to carry on T-Jack's legacy, man. He definitely a legend in the Gump, man. And when we lost him, man, I wasn't close with him. I know he was your best friend, man. But when we lost him, bro, the whole city felt it. Like, golly, T-Jack gone, man.
Yeah, bro. The sad part about it is, man, I know it's about 3TA, man, but that Saturday before he passed, bro, that Sunday before he passed, Easter, man, he was at my crib all day. Me, him, my cousin, and our friend, his cousin Nick, my best friend Nick McCall, and my son, man, we were sitting in the backyard all day, bro, just barbecuing, and I'm thankful for that opportunity to get to spend his last moments with him, man. That really made it soothe the situation over a little bit better, but it still hurt losing him because he's a great guy, great man. You know what I'm saying? A great teammate, father. You know, all of that, man. So shouts out to Tavares Jackson, man. May you rest in peace, my brother.
Yes, sir. Already, man. Respect. And you over there at 3TA, man. And like you was saying, because I played some ball back in the day. I wasn't very good, but I still showed up to the games and had my jersey and stuff. But anyways, man, like, no, you saw a need, bro, because I played D-line as well, and we don't get trained on the techniques and things of that nature. So for you to see that gap, see that it's missing, and you stepped out there and made it happen, man, like, that's amazing. And you teaching these guys, and I'm pretty sure you're keeping it real with them as well. Like, all of y'all ain't going to the league, but y'all can take these skills and use them elsewhere.
Oh, definitely, man. That's why I tell the young men, man, like, you can have the aspiration to go to the NFL, but in real life, man, the NFL stand not for long. And I went through that process. My NFL career was not for long. But like I said, man, it's all about teaching these guys, man, how to play the position, bro. Like, understanding your block recognition, what kind of blocks you gonna get. Football, and I tell my guys all the time, football is 90% mental, 10% physical. If you know what you're doing, you're going to play fast, regardless of the fact. You got to know your play. You got to know what scheme, watching film. Hey, if they line up in double, they got 2 receivers on each side. If you study film and you break their run play down, they pass play down, what are they running out of this? What are they passing out of this? That's what it's about, man. Like I said, football is not all about the contact. It's about learning how to play the game. And a lot of kids not getting coached that way. Especially in high school football, as me being a high school coach, you don't get that time with your position that much. You know, you probably get 15 to 20 minutes of practice with your guys, and the rest of the time it's all about scheming. So why not take the extra time to come to 3TA and get that work? You know what I'm saying? Come get that proper training to learn your techniques. It's not always about pad rushing. It's not all about the glory of the drills, because everything that I do is game related. You know, every drill that you do with me, or everything that I have you doing out there, you can use it in a game. And that's why I tell the guys, when you plan and you training, put it all together, put it all in one. Just don't come out there and train hard and then go out there on the field and not use your techniques and not use what you're given. It's just an honor, man, to have this platform, man. I'm growing. My brand is growing, man. I actually moved to Georgia. You know, I had to, you know, being from Montgomery, bro, you don't get that support as you should, because the next man don't. You
can say it, man. Go for it.
Like, I'm from Montgomery, bro. Like, you would think people would be knocking my door now. Man, listen, when I started 3TA in Montgomery, bro, I was charging $15 for a session, bro. That's for an hour and 15 minutes of straight grinding, 3 times a day. People would hate, people were saying what they were saying about me, but that's life. You know what I'm saying? People don't like to see people successful. They want to see you stuck in the same spot. Like, they would support this guy over here, but you got somebody in the heart of your city doing the same thing. But it's like, you hear all the naysayers, you know what I'm saying? Nobody want to come together and pull another black man up. It's all about, he can't do this, he can't do that. We're not going to let him shine. We're not going to let certain kids go over there to him. But that's what I was facing in Montgomery, man. So I eventually, like I said, man, I moved away. I moved to Georgia. I'm in Braselton, Georgia now, man. I coach at Mountain View High School. And up here, they accepted me with open arms, bro. Like, they support the brand. They understand what's coming behind it. Like, when I first moved up here, I didn't get to train because it was strictly coaching Mountain View football. But one thing I did do, I used to wear 3TA. I used to wear 3TA every day. And everybody like, what is 3TA? What is 3TA? So I was passing out cards, giving out free shirts, different things like that, advertising like that, giving people my social media and all those good things. And next thing you know, it blew up. When you come around Mountain View now, man, it's just 3TA, 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 3TA everywhere, because they know the value of what I bring to the program. And I didn't get that same love when I was in Montgomery, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that. I didn't get that love that I thought I was gonna get. But that's not the reason why I moved. I moved because that's the move God told me to make. You know, for better for my family, my son, my wife, different things like that. So that's why I moved out of Montgomery and brought my brand up here to 3TA up here to Georgia. And man, I went from training my D-line again back in November. Started with my D-line that I had. Next thing you know, man, I got 30, 40 kids calling. I got 30, 40 kids at a session. Like, the brand is getting bigger because people seeing the value of these big guys learning how to play their position, man. And if you look at the NFL draft, look at these college guys. So the offensive linemen, D-linemen, the first one getting picked now, because they know the importance of the trenches. I get good feedback, man. I'm connected with a lot of college coaches, D1 college coaches, where I can call on the phone personally and talk to them, get advice. A lot of them love my work. You know, my Twitter popping right now, man. My Twitter doing this thing, man, because everybody, that's the platform now. Twitter is the platform, especially for the athletes. But it's a blessing to be in these shoes, man. It's a blessing to be doing what I'm doing, man. Being able to give these kids something that I didn't get. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, all my coaches that I grew up with or coached me, I looked at them like my father figure, bro. You know, all the black men that coached me, I looked at them like my father figure, because, you know what I'm saying, that's the image I traded them. That's how I looked at them, man. Like, hey, man, this is my father. They getting on me hard. They trying to teach me how to play the game. Like, all my coaches were good men, bro, growing up. So I try to be that same coach now, that same trainer, that same mentor, because at the end of the day, it's about building relationships with these kids, man. If you don't have a relationship with the kids, you can't coach them hard. You can't get on them hard. It's all about showing these kids how much you care. But once they know how much you care, they'll do anything for you, man. So that's my biggest thing I thrive on, man. Building a relationship with these kids, being honest, totally honest, transparent. Hey, look, I had a chance to go to the NFL, but I messed that up. I wasn't busting my tail. I wasn't training. I wasn't doing the extras. I was doing the bare minimum because I was relying on my talent. I ain't had nobody sit me down and say, hey, you gotta put in overdrive. You got to grind because the next man is grinding. So that's 3TA. That's 3TA, man. It's a lifestyle, bro. It's a
Man,
lifestyle, man. It's
I
a
love to
way you
hear
live
it.
now, bro. It's the way you live, the same way you train, the same way you need to wake up every morning and put that same foot forward with life. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it ain't nothing is easy. Life ain't easy. Playing football ain't easy. Training in the heat, doing the things that you think will be easy. It's not sometimes it's not easy. You shouldn't want it easy. You shouldn't want these kids shouldn't want it easy, man. You got to put that work in, man. So that's what I thrive off of. Put that work in, put the extras in, because there's always somebody watching you, man.
Man, that's a fact, man. And everything you saying is so powerful. And just I'm just sitting there listening to you break down the game and talk about the game, man. And I know those kids are in great hands. And hey,
Yes, sir.
I understand why you left Montgomery, man. I used to have the thought process, and you know what? I'm from the Gump. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get something off the ground. But you said something very key. People don't want to necessarily see you win. They don't want. They don't want to see you doing better than them. That's kind of been the
But why
stigma
not
here.
though? But why not, brother? When we got the same 24 hours in a day.
Bingo.
I just found my niche, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I found my niche. I'm not a street dude. I don't want to portray that. I ain't not a drug dealer. I'm not this guy right here, man. I'm a coach and I'm a trainer, bro. So I found my niche. I found something that Mario Lane was good in. And I'm pretty sure out there in the world, there's somebody good at everything. You just got to find out what your niche is and what your passion is, bro. Because right now, to be honest with you, black man, I'm living in my purpose. This is my purpose, bro. This is my purpose, man. I'm telling you, because you got to have a calling to be a coach, a teacher, a pastor, because you're moving people. You're actually moving people. You're motivating people. So that's my purpose, bro. I motivate a lot of these kids with my story. You know what I'm saying? Versus an NFL guy really coming talking to a kid. Like, yeah, you could tell them ground hard, but look, I can tell you what I did wrong, and you take notes on this, and I promise you will succeed because you won't do the same things I did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm big on that, bro. I'm big on just being 100 with these kids, bro. And I respect that, especially young black men, bro, trying to keep them out of trouble. If I got 30 guys out there training Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I got 30 guys, got 30 young men that won't get in trouble during that time. I'm saving a life. I'm helping a young man. I'm helping them. I mean, I invite these guys over to my crib. We have cookouts. We talk. It ain't about just getting your money and just saying, hey, okay, cool, go run and do this drill. No, we're gonna kick it. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna learn about each other because I want you to trust me. Because if I tell you to go out there and do a drill, I don't want you to second guess, oh, coach just got me doing this. I want you to know, hey, I'm doing this drill and it's gonna work because Coach Lane said it's gonna work. Simple as that, bro. And then in Montgomery, bro, like, I don't know. It's just like it's a crab in the barrel mentality down there, bro. Like, it's so many people training, but up here, dog, in Georgia right now, bro. I didn't connect and rub elbow with so many trainers. Ain't nobody hating. And there's a couple guys do the same thing, but everybody in their own lane, bro. You got one guy, he might just teach pass rush. That's fine. That's fine. But when you come to 3TA, you're gonna get pass rush, you're gonna get run block, you're gonna get training, you're gonna get weight training, you're gonna get on the board, we're gonna show you how to play the position. You're gonna get it all. You're gonna get it all. We watch film, we do it all, bro. But it ain't no knock to nobody. It ain't no knock. Why we couldn't come together as one? It's like, have anybody put a camp together in Montgomery with all the trainers that we have in Montgomery? Have anybody called and said, hey, let's link up, get all the trainers up on the one roof, and let's put some dynamic, let's put some major together. Nobody, because everybody hate on each other. Oh, he can't do this. Oh, he can't do this. They fighting over kids. They fighting over kids, bro. These are kids. If a kid want to go over here and train one day, and a kid want to come over there and train one day, and he want to go over there and train one day, that's that kid. We can't knock a kid for wanting to get work. We stopping kids. We stopping kids, bro. No, don't go over there. He ain't got no facility. That's fine, but football played outside though, dog.
Exactly.
Football played outside. Yeah, I'm doing drills. I got cone, but guess what I always tell my kid down in Montgomery? Hey, big dog, come get this work on this field. Go lift weights on the day that on the day. I don't care where you's going. Go lift your weights. But you gonna come get this field where you gonna come get this energy. Cause one thing about me, dog, I bring that energy. Mm-hmm. I bring that energy, bro, because I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of kids they attach to me because damn, coach bringing this energy. I ain't dead. I ain't out there. Boom, we got the music playing. We vibing. Them kids ready to go.
Yeah,
so
man, I be
that's what's
watching them
important.
videos, man. Like I be watching them videos, and I be like, man, he got them big fellas out there having fun, and like you
Yeah.
said, man, we don't. That ain't necessarily the thing of the trenches. Like, man, normally we just kind of come together, like the
No,
DBs and the
bro.
linebackers get all the work. We just kind of there.
No, dog. No, because I told my high school coach up here now, John Porterman. I told him, he asked me, I told him straight up, I said, Coach, I don't want to be a head coach. I don't want to be a defensive coordinator because I could. But I told him, man, I said, I want to be a position coach because you know why? I can control my guys. Mm-hmm. I can control what my guys do. I got 7 guys. I can control them. And guess what? They're going to be the best unit on the field. They're going to be the first ones on the field. They're going to be the last one off the field. And they're going to put that work in, bro. Like, they're going to put that work in, dog. Like, it's all about putting that work in, man, and making sacrifices, bro. And like I said, just being able to help these kids, man, motivate these kids, man, because there's so much drama with this social media life. These kids looking at social media and think, hey, this is the life I'm supposed to have. No, man, you just don't know this guy on social media living a fake life.
Right.
That ain't him. He doing it on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like he doing it. Those are not facts. Because he's not living like that for real. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we gotta catch these young men while we can, bro. While we can. You can't save all of them. But if you save 1, 2, you did I did my job. I did what God asked me to do. You know what I'm saying? Because this been a vision of mine, bro. This been a vision, but I was going through life. I was going through adversities. I was facing different things, situations in my life where God was preparing me for this journey I'm on now, bro. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Like I was going through some things, bro.
It's all good, brother. Trust me, man. It was understood and got to be explained. But
you know what I'm saying?
It.
So a lot of people don't know the ins and outs behind this, man. Like I was struggling at one point in time trying to find out what was my purpose, what I need to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Working in and out jobs and just struggling, bro. But God was at the time. God was preparing my table in front of my enemies, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to separate from certain people I was hanging with. I had to leave certain things alone that I was doing. Man, I met my beautiful wife, bro. That would change me, bro. When I met my wife believed in me so much. She believed in me more than I believed in myself. And I thank God for her every day, man, because she pushed me. She molded me like, hey, you can do this. You can do that. You can do this. Nobody ever told me that. It was all about football. You going to the NFL. Nobody told me I was going to be the best coach, one of the best. And not, hey, pat on my back myself. Not telling me not that I'm going to be one of the best D-line coaches. I believe that.
Talk your talk, bro.
I'm not cocky. I'm not cocky. But for bar, I'm one of the best D-line coaches around here, bro.
Man, talk your talk, man. Talk your talk, man.
I'm teaching the game, bro. I'm teaching the game, and I played the game at a high level. I played the game, so it ain't like I'm just a guy that jumped into this. No, bro, I played this all my life. I put my work in. Bro. So that's why I go so hard with 3TA, bro. I post 3TA on Facebook, bro. I probably get maybe it's not even about the likes. I probably get 3 likes on a video. I probably get 3 likes come out on Facebook. All my Facebook friends pretty much are from Montgomery. So I might get 3 likes, but if I post a video on my story, oh man, I'm racking up 500 likes and 500 looks. But you know what I'm saying? People want to show love in my story, but not on my page.
Oh, they looking, bro. You got to know they that.
Looking. And one thing about it, cuz nobody. I know I motivated some of them young men down there to start their own business and start training down there, bro. I know I did that. That's fine. And I did my job. I gave somebody else hope.
Yes, sir.
I gave somebody hope. Hey, man, if he can do it, I can do it. And that's the attitude we supposed to have, bro. Not, okay, I'm going to just shoot him down. I'm going to tell people not to do this. No, big dog. People hit me up all the time. Coach, what I need to do to train my guys. Coach, send me some video. Bro, I don't mind helping nobody. I send all my videos out. Look at them. Because one thing about me, you have to study. Because it's a few D-line, O-line guys that I study. I sit down and watch they crap, but I just put Mario Lane to it. And that's what I want folks to take from my video. Hey, you can watch my videos. Take what you want to take from it, brother. But one thing about it, man, you can have the recipe, but you ain't got that sauce, though.
Respect, man.
You ain't got that sauce, but man, I be trying to, man, I'm real humble, bro. I don't, like I said, man, I've been through a lot of my life, man. So I'm humble. I take the love with the hate with the love. It is what it is, because one thing about it, man, you can't stop what God got his hands on.
No doubt, man. No doubt, bro. And hey, man, I'm telling you, bro, you definitely been you passionate about this stuff and you know your stuff, man. And actually the next portion of the podcast, man, I was gonna cover a section that I always like to talk about whenever I have entrepreneurs. I like to talk about the aha moment that inspired them to get into business. You told me already during the pandemic, you had your aha moment to get started with this academy. And so how long after that aha moment did you take action towards getting started training kids and stuff?
So, man, it took me, so I went through a stumbling block with it. So at that time, I was coaching at Carver High School. Shout out to Carver High School, baby. Shout out to Carver. I had got a phone call one day, and it was from some important people that work at Carver. They told me, hey, you can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. But I'm like, hey, 3TA is my business. This is my brand. This don't have anything to do with Carver outside of Carver. You know what I'm saying? Like I was training more than just Carver kids. I was training kids from all over, but they thought it was, so I stopped. So I was like, man, I can't get in trouble. I don't want to not coach at Carver. I don't want to lose my job or nothing like that. So once again, my wife came to me and was like, baby, if you don't get out there and train them kids and do what you want to do, because this is your business, you got to do it. So probably like a month after I started taking it serious, bro. I started coming up with the merch, started making merchandise. I started setting up schedules, started going around, telling people, word about, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, dropping videos off on people. So probably after maybe like a month, Tavares passed away in April. So probably May, I was full throttle with it, dog. I was full throttle. It took me about a month because people saw, like I would train a lot of my guys, man, like a couple of my guys, man, like 5 stars and different things like that. I started training them. So people wanted to come get to work. But like I said, I started off training my D-line that I was coaching. So now what I was doing, I was getting them an upper hand because we're going to go get this work. And then you're going to come over here, you're going to get this work. So it just blew up from there, bro. It just blew up. I had guys from Catholic, Lanier, Lee. I didn't train all the guys that's in college right now. One of my son, I call him my son, Brandon Mack. He plays at Ole Miss. Like he come home, we still training. Like he like, Pops, I'm coming home, let's get some work. That's how we talk. He in Ole Miss. So it just went from that, man. It went crazy for a minute. It was a surreal moment. One moment, like, wow, how am I do this? These are a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying? And they was relying on me to get them that work. So that's why I said, man, I take so much pride in this, bro. Like yesterday, I had a 10 o'clock session. The kids, coach, I had 20 some kids out there. We did a sand workout yesterday, and the people sitting out there like, man, we love this. I had people that was in the park walking their dog, just they were watching. They was like, wow, man, you doing a great job, man. Them kids love you, man. Them kids like what you doing, and that made me feel good, bro. People stopping and acknowledge me out there training young men, because at the end of the day, them young men could have been at home on a Friday playing a video game or doing what they want to do, but they wanted to come get that work. So,
yes, sir.
So like I said, man, it's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing, man, because everybody do this, man. I'm not gonna lie, especially up here in this area where I'm at now in Georgia. It's some top-notch trainers up here, bro. Like it's some top-notch trainer, guy that training NFL guys, different thing like that. But I don't solely look for NFL guys. I like the youth. I like to connect. I told somebody the other day, I was joking. They're like, what age group you start out with? I said, man, I train a baby. The baby want to come get some work.
Respect, man.
Like, I train a baby. If baby want to get in the stands and play football, man, I teach them how to do it. But, I like touching them youth, man, them middle school, them little league guys, you know what I'm saying? Because some sessions I have, big dog, I have all of them up under one roof. The little guys with the high school guy with some college guy, because at the end of the day, I train everybody the same way. I might not train them at the same speed, but you're going to get the same concept and the same knowledge of the game. At a 5-year-old, I'm going to teach you the same way I teach my high school kids. Why not start them now? Because at the end of the day, they're going to have to learn how to do it regardless.
Respect, man. So that's dope, brother. That's dope. It took you a month from the time you had the idea to take action. That's important because a lot of times we have ideas and we overanalyze, overthink, but you got right to it. And my last portion is audacity. Who or what gave you the courage, the audacity to step out there? And it sounds like it was your wife that gave you that courage, that audacity.
Yeah, man, my wife motivated me, man. Shouts out to my wife, Romissa, man. Like it was her, man. Like she saw, because when I met my wife, man, this is undergone true. I didn't have anything for real. But my wife stuck like that. They say a real woman gonna be behind you no matter what. Like she stuck behind me, bro. She pushed me like, baby, you can do it. I believe in you. I see the passion. I see the passion, the purpose. That's one reason why she said she married me. Because she saw the passion, she saw the love that I had. Because that's the type of person I am, man. I love people, bro. I love people, but I don't play by my respect. That's just one thing. That's just life. I don't play by respect. You know what I'm saying? But I don't bother nobody. I love my people. I love helping people. I give you my last if I got it. And my wife saw that in me, bro. She was like, no, I'm gonna push you to be the best man you need to be. It was times I want to quit. It was times I want to stop. She's like, no, these kids depend on you, love. You gotta keep doing it for these boys. They depending on you. So that's my motivation, man. When like I said, when Tavares passed away, man, like that cut me deep. Once again, man, that cut me deep because that was my guy. That was my dude, man, and that was some motivation for me to get out there and do something for the kids because that's all we talked about. How we want to help these kids, how we want to be active in the community. We want to save these kids' lives because that's one thing he did, bro. As a coach, even though he played in the league, NFL, he didn't act like that around them kids. Mm-hmm. He was Tavares Jackson, guy that came from Lanier High School, went to Ballingraph, went to Lanier, and went to Arkansas, played at Alabama State, and went to the NFL. Like, that was a story itself. So that just drove me, man, like to really get up and do something, man. Cause one thing I know about it, I never knew my time of my day or when God would call me home. So, hey, why not go ahead and do it now? Start something now, leave a legacy for my son. My son owns 3TA, cuz. If something was to happen to me, my son owns 3TA, and he know how I run it. So he been in the game with me for going on 3 years now. So, boom, my son gonna continue to live the legacy of 3TA. Because he know how I want it and know how I ran because he been in the mix. Like my son, my camera guy. So I keep him around it. He know how I like it. He know how I want to ran. Whoop. So that was another thing, man. Leave something for my son, bro. Get something in my name. Get 3TA belongs to Mario Lane. That's mine. So that was big for me, bro. That was big for me, man. That was humongous for me to have something in my name that really stood for something, meant for something, bro. Cause like I said, once again, 3TA, it's not about just training on the field and all this. It is a lifestyle. Where when these kids wear 3TA and people ask them what 3TA is, they quick say, hey, man, this a training business. This is who I train with, but it's a brotherhood. That's what we break it down on after every section. I don't care. We got Collins Hill, Mound View, whatever kids is in that group that don't belong to the kids I coach, they break it down on brothers.
So, oh man, that's amazing, brother. That's amazing. And 3TA has done some great things. I know great things.
Oh, we ain't finished yet, dog.
Oh, I already know great things coming down.
Yeah. So shout out to my guy, Jarvis Provett, man, over there at Hateless Foundation, man. We just partner up with 24/8 Sports. I got my first annual camp this Saturday at Lawrenceville at Mountain View High School, man. It's gonna be wide open, bro. We're doing all positions. 24/8 Sports gonna cover the skill guys. And of course, 3TA, we're gonna have them big dog down there working, man. It's ages 8 through 16. It's a $25 registration fee. But I advise you, man, if you want to come get this work, man, come get this work, man. It's gonna be dope. I'm gonna have some special guests. One of my big mentors, Reggie Kelly, played 13 years in NFL, a businessman, one of my mentors up here. He's gonna be one of my guest speakers. It's gonna be dope, man. Just keep your eye out for a lot of things with 3TA, man. As far as the merch, all type of stuff, man. Like, man, I might write a book, man. I don't know yet. I might write a book, baby. I don't know, but no, man, just stay tuned, man. 3TA, man, we're going global, man. I'm trying to go to different cities, different states, and do camps. Trying to put on, like, eventually, man, I want to be that guy. Hey, can you fly a coach to come train such and such? I'm on my way.
Hey, you pretty much answered my next question, bro. I was going to ask you the vision, the short-term and long-term goals of the business, and you pretty much laid it out, man. You rocking and rolling.
Right now, man, I'm training out of my guy's school facility up here in Swanee. So of course, everybody want their own, man. So I'm still working on getting I'm getting closer and closer. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my own facility. My brother, man, shout out to my brother Dwight Freeman, man. He always pray for me, like, man, hey, 3TA finna get so big, you gotta get some help. You gotta get some help. And I feel that way sometimes, man. Like for real, like I feel that way, but I gotta keep pushing until that time come, man. But like I got this guy in mind, man. My boy Brandon Murphy, man. Big B. Shout out to Big Brandon Murphy, man. I love you, boy. I want to bring him along, coach the offensive lineman. Right now he's trying to, fulfill his career in the NFL. So shouts out to my guy, man. That's one of my clients. But yeah, man, I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to go global. I'm trying to go global, man, where folks know all over the world, man. Hey, 3TA, training trench techniques. I don't have to even come do drills with your guys. You want me to come speak, be a motivation speaker to your young man? I do that. I'm looking to get into that, man, speaking, going into these different locations and speaking to these young men, man, about life, football and life. So be on the lookout for 3TA, man. We're going to be in a city near you soon. I promise.
Yes, sir. So, man, that's great stuff. And I definitely, man, I know great things are going to continue to happen for 3TA. So, $1 million question, man. I started this podcast to highlight the greatness from Montgomery, or was it you in Montgomery for a significant period of your life? You've been a hometown hero, man. What makes you the most proud to be from Montgomery?
Man, Montgomery made me, man. Montgomery made me who I am today, man. Man, Montgomery, when I grew up, baby, Montgomery rough. It's still rough. Right. But just being from the city, man, just being from Montgomery, man, it's dope, bro, because my family there, man. I'm a big family guy, dog. Like, I love and enjoy being around my family. So my family from Montgomery, pretty much everybody from Montgomery. It taught me the ins and outs. It taught me how to move through life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it taught me how to move through life, because in Montgomery, man, you got to move a certain way. Especially when you get to a certain point in your life, you got to move a certain way. You got to know what traffic to get in and get out of. Knowing where to be and where not to be, different things like that. So it taught me how to move, taught me how to stand on my own, be strong. Because once again, it ain't no support there for real, dog. It is some, now, people support you, but I had to remind my people that support don't cost nothing. Just because somebody asks you for their support or something like that don't mean they want money or they want this. But you just share my video, because you never know. You got 5,000 friends. You never know who looking for their child for some D-line, O-line training. If you not, just share my video. That's support. And you know what I'm saying, man? But Montgomery is Montgomery, bro. Like, I love Montgomery. Like, that's my hometown, born and raised there. And ain't nothing like the Gump. Now, I ain't gonna let nobody talk about the Gump, because it ain't nothing like the Gump, for real. It ain't nothing like the Gump, man. See, Montgomery is a cool place, man. Like I said, man, with me going to Alabama State out of high school, it really opened my eyes, bro, because Alabama State is really the only thing that Montgomery has. If you think about it, it's the only, like, it's right in the heart. It's in the heart of Montgomery. So back when I was going to Alabama State, bro, it brought people together. It brought people together, man. One thing I wish that Montgomery will come together on, man, just supporting each other, man, and supporting each other, put the guns down, stop the violence. To my young men out there, man, stop throwing your life away, man, because there's so much more out there, man. There's so much more out there than being locked up and becoming a number. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the statistics of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put yourself in that mind frame. Change your environment. The whole goal is to get out the hood, man, to make it out. You know what I'm saying? I preach that to my kids up here, man. Stop acting like you're a thug when you're not a thug, but you stay in a $600,000 house. Like, you stay in for real. I deal with different stuff up here, bro. Like privileged kids and non-privileged kids where I'm from in Montgomery. But for my people in Montgomery, man, come together, man. Love each other, man. Like, love on each other. Support each other. Support don't cost nothing. Just word them off or help somebody out one day, man. Come together. All my trainers in Montgomery, if y'all watching this, listen to this podcast, all my trainers, all my guys, the whole facilities, man, y'all come together and put something together for the kids, man. Because if the kid can see all y'all grown men come together and put y'all differences aside, that'll change a lot, man. That'll change so much if we put every powerful man in one room with these kids, bro. And them kids see y'all come together and put all the differences aside. Watch how Montgomery can change. But change got to start with you. Change got to start with your outlook and your mindset You know what I'm saying? Change the mindset of Montgomery, bro. That's what I want. That's what I hold. That's what I want these guys, the trainers, the coaches, everybody in Montgomery who doing something to help these kids, change these kids' mindset, man. Change these kids' mindset. That's all I ask for them to do. Change these kids' mindset. Like, it's a camp coming to Montgomery too, real soon. Like, probably not this year, probably next year, man. I'm gonna come back, man. I'm gonna host a free camp, a 3TA camp, man. It's strictly for the big dogs. So all this coming, man. But man, it's a pleasure, bro. It's an honor to be from Montgomery. Salute the 334, the Gump. Shouts out to my mom, man. That's my biggest supporter, man. My mom too, man. My dad, all my family, man. Shouts out to all my people in the Gump, man, for supporting and believing in me.
Yes, sir, man. Much respect, bro. Much respect.
And appreciate you too, King.
Oh man, no problem, brother. No problem, man.
Appreciate
Definitely, man. So how can people connect with you, Mario?
So 3TA, my email, 3TA Montgomery @gmail.com. Social media, Instagram, 3TA Academy, 3TA Academy on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, 3TA Academy at 1, 3TA Academy 1. I'm on TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok, Coach Lane, 3TA. I got a business page on Facebook. It's 3TA Training Trenches Techniques LLC. Hey man, I'm out there, man. You can reach me, man. You can find me, man. I ain't too hard to find. But yeah, log on them social media, log in, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, my business page. Everybody know my personal page is Mario Lane on Facebook. So those are all my links that you can find me, man.
Yes, sir. And of course, I'll put all of this in the description of the episode. Hey Mario, thanks again for this conversation, man. I really appreciate you.
Hey man, I appreciate you too, King. You be blessed, brother.
Yes, sir. Same to you.
All right, G.
Good people, that concludes another dope episode of the Gumptown Podcast. We gone, but before we leave, remember, be blessed, be safe, but most importantly, have the audacity to be you. Gone. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate your time and your attention. Until next time.